Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Spin It Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about the new album from All Time Low called Future Hearts. Now, this is the sixth album from the Baltimore pop-punk turned power pop band who've been absolutely huge in their scene over the last few years. Over the last 4 years or so especially, All Time Low's had quite the interesting career arc, starting with the 2011 major label record Dirty Work, which, while not an album I really hate like a lot of the fan base does, is definitely my least favorite of theirs from just how overly commercial it is. But then just a year later, they made a complete return to form with Don't Panic, a straightforward rock album that's probably my favorite of theirs to date. And now, being on more stably good terms with fans again, they're following that up with this new album called Future Hearts. And in a nutshell, and I think a lot of fans would agree with me on this album is everything that Dirty Work should have been. A successful move from All Time Low into definitely more poppy territory. I got this vibe right away from the great first two singles from this thing, Kids in the Dark and Something's Gotta Give. Now, sure, All Time Low's never exactly slouched on hooks, but there's something about the production from John Feldman here that really helps emphasize them more than ever before. The vocal melodies and riffs feel especially punchy and stand out in the mix in all the right ways. Plus, it helps that these are two of the most infectious tracks the band has ever written. Seriously, if neither of these becomes a smash hit on pop radio, then there's something wrong, I'm just saying. Another reason this kind of feels like a more realized Dirty Work to me is that it's definitely one of their more multifaceted albums. For example, tracks like Dancing with a Wolf and the closer Old Scars Future Hearts are injected with a certain extra snarl and sense of drama, for lack of a better term, that's extremely engaging. Then you got Bail Me Out, a tight acoustic pop song with Joel from Good Charlotte that works a good deal better than you might expect. And Missing You goes for an almost folksy vibe with the added instrumentation, along with a heartfelt message about depression that actually comes off pretty genuine and sweet. And speaking of lyrics, while I've never really considered him a poetic mastermind by any means, it seems like Alex has gotten gradually more and more fine-tuned with his writing. And on tracks like Missing You, Something's Gotta Give, Old Scars Future Hearts, and the Mark Hoppus duet Tidal Waves, it's pretty apparent. Now, in terms of gripes, I will admit there's a moment here and there on a number of tracks that feels a little overproduced or middle of the road, like, I don't know, something that their newly adopted Little Brother's 5 Seconds of Summer would do. Plus, a big pet peeve of mine is the blatant use of the 4 chords of pop, and Runaways is pretty guilty of that. Plus, there's something about the lyrics in Don't You Go that just, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way. But at the same time, some songs that aren't even in my top 5, like Kicking and Screaming and Cinderblock Garden, do kind of feel like unfairly tossed outtakes from their best albums. Overall, I wouldn't really say this tops Don't Panic or Nothing Personal, but Future Hearts did what it set out to do really well, and produced some of my new favorite songs of theirs in the process, so I'm going to give it a 7.5. So if you guys have heard this album, what do you think about it? Do you agree with what I had to say? Disagree? Have any feedback about the channel in general? Let me know in the comments down below. Share this around with anyone who might be interested. Like the Facebook page in the description for updates. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Spin It Reviews. Oh, by the way, I'm actually filming 2 reviews back to back. I just finished this All Time Low one, and right after this, the new Action Bronson. So, yeah, you can't exactly accuse me of a lack of versatility.